you know what's funny? This comment. Gundogan. Okay, I've always thought. I mean, always, by the way. This isn't just a typo from me. This is genuinely how I've always thought his name is spelled. My hair looks awful. This is genuinely how I've always thought his name has been spelled since the moment he walked through the doors of this club. I want to know where I got that from. Thank you for correcting me. I will correct the title. The thumbnail will take a bit more time, but big up to people tuning in. We've got Tosif, we've got Cody and Drama, we've obviously got MCFR who corrected me. But look, we've had even more news. MCFR has made the chat well aware. I'm going to get into this. I have a graphic made, but we're also going to go on Twitter and we're just going to have a look at it all. I think this is the most surprising transfer of the transfer window for me, for City. I never thought this was going to happen. There wasn't a part of me that thought it did, and it almost still feels far-fetched in my head. It's like I remember the season Leroy Sané left City and joined Bayern Munich. Next FIFA, the following FIFA that he left, I think it would have been FIFA 21. I signed Leroy Sané. I didn't like it because it wasn't realistic, but I always wanted him to be back. Okay, Gundogan. Look, I don't think any City fan wanted this guy gone because of everything he did. You don't need me to tell you, Villa. That whole treble season, it's not possible without him. I don't feel. Obviously, other players in there as well. You know, you could argue it's not possible without Haaland or Rodri as well. But you understand what I'm saying. But today, news came to light, and the hero of Manchester City, a player that has a mural at the club. A player that has a mural at the club is just, it's crazy that he's coming back. Not to coach, not to sit down and talk with some people. The guy's coming back to play on the pitch. Let's get into it. Look, I made this graphic a couple hours ago, and that's why I only had the transfer likeliness at 65. I personally think it's now about 80. He better be captain. Look, I'll get into all that. Trust me, I have so much I want to talk about on this because it just feels so crazy. But look, he's 33, so if he's going to sign a contract, there'll be one year, maybe for an option with another. I can't see him signing a huge deal for City, which makes sense on definitely our half. We don't want to stick to a long-term player, an old player like we have with Kyle Walker. But look, he's got a 2-year deal. And usually that could be a little problem, but look, he's worth 15 million. If we are paying any more than 20 million for Gundogan, it's kind of a joke. There's no way we should be paying any more than anywhere near the amount that we paid for him back in 2016. Feels crazy. 8 years ago we signed this guy. He got 19 G&A with Barcelona last season. Not too bad. You might think he's had better numbers, but really he hasn't, to be honest. This is actually one of his best season number. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that would be it would be mental, wouldn't it? Sorry, though, big mistake. No worries. As a diehard Arsenal fan, I hope we don't win the PL this year, so it's Talsif. Alright, but yeah, 19 G&A, so pretty good. Oh, okay. Alright, no worries. Mistakes happen. But yeah, 19 GNA for a midfielder of his age isn't that bad. Look, obviously it's not Kevin De Bruyne numbers, but I've got the There We Land thumbnail ready. I've got mine almost ready. Literally, it's like this close. It's this close. I'm ready on this. Alvarez, I was ready for 90% of the day. There was a 10% period where I was maybe not going to be there. And it happened right at the end of that 10% period, which sucked. But on this, tomorrow, guys, I have a day off. All right, I'm not in work. Okay, if this gets announced tomorrow, I am there. I am ready. It's all, I'm done. I am there. There's no way I'm not onto this. Okay, unless it happens at like 4 a.m. But not in Fabrizio operates at that time normally. I hope we sell. Great stuff. But look, I really don't have much to say. We all know what if your friends don't force you on foot, if my friends force me on foot, there's no way they can force me away from this, man. There's no way there's no way, okay? Sometimes, you know, I can, you know, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll come on for a little bit. But this, okay, if I'm mid-game and I'm in the top 10, right, and here we go, drops. Sorry, guys, got to go. Put the phone down, get out. Frost Fury, welcome to the chat. Big ups. I'm doing a flight tracker stream when that happens. Nice. I remember City Extra doing those back in the day, and those are the days. Hey, go on Fortnite. No way, man. Not doing this. Too big. By the way, though, I would just like to say, I'm letting you guys know now, there is a time in this. Someone is set to come to my door at a point in the stream, not like the door right like there, like my actual house door. I need to give something to them, specifically a badminton racket, and then after that, I'm straight back here. I'll be like a minute tops. I did a docu one last year. Yeah, I think I actually remember that faintly. Great stuff. All right, look. Let's get on Twitter. I'll speak about Gundogan for a minute. Look, you don't need me to tell you what Gundogan offers, but I will let you know anyway. He is going to be that player that can back up Rodri. No offense to Gundogan. Okay, but Gundogan has to know now he's not the first name on the team sheet. You could even argue at his time at City, there were times where he wasn't. Obviously, when in good big blips form, he was. It's LB wants to bring Xhaka home. Interesting. He brings backup for Rodri. He could play alongside Kova. I bet you he could play alongside Kova like a glove. He will slow the game down. You know, I remember when we lost to Real Madrid in 2022. You know, the 3-1 defeat. Don't want to get into it too much. City Extra weren't happy because we subbed off all of our players that could slow the game down. Mahrez, great for slowing the game down. And I'm pretty sure Gundogan we subbed off. And those two are great for slowing the game down. And you might think, slowing the game down? Don't do that. That sucks. Okay, guys, I'm getting the phone call there, which means the guy's going to be at my door in a moment. I'll be back in literally a minute. I'm really sorry to do this, but I kind of have to. I'll leave the music on. There we go, I'm back. Told you it wouldn't be too long. Oh my lord, man. The replacement of Ilkay Gundogan is himself. See? Big stuff. Of course, it will be better as I have a much bigger audience now. Yeah, of course. He brings calmness. We win 3-1 at the Bernabeu if he was still here. We could have calmed. He would have calmed the team down. Funny thing is, can I speak on Stanley to sign? I'm going to get into. Oh, look! This could have easily been like a transfer rumors stream, but really it's 90% Gundogan. Then we're going to get into everything else afterwards. It's too crazy to not cover. What a day, guys! Honestly, I didn't wake up this morning and think Ilkay Gundogan to City. You know, even when I heard Fabrizio say that that Gundogan could leave, I was still like, yeah, he'll probably end up at like Saudi. Then, oh my lord, I got Man City clip playing here. Even when I heard, then I heard David Ornstein say the Premier League thing, and I was like, come on, surely he goes there. Bruno Guimaraes is Newcastle captain now. Okay, but I'm going to try and find the beginning of this story. Well, not the very beginning. It did originate from someone else, but let's jump over to this nice background. Let's share a screen. Share screen. This screen specifically, and boom, there you go. You can see it. Ilkay Gundogan can really leave Barcelona before the end of the window, and before the end of the transfer window. Not guaranteed yet, but his camp is exploring options as for the final days as Barcelona willing to let him go. And Flick said that he expects Gundogan to stay, but things are being looked at. This was like where it first came from, about 1:40 p.m. This is where it really started looking like a concrete opportunity. So this is where it was like about that big chance that he could return. Scroll up a bit of Chelsea in there as usual. 2 hours ago, this is where it was really breaking down from Fabrizio's end. Man City have made contact with Ilkay Gundogan's camp over a potential return for the midfielder. Pep is obviously open to consider the comeback. And this bit specifically, this bit is really important. The fact that Barcelona actually want him gone. The fact that they want him gone is huge because it means that we basically have Barcelona support on this to an extent. It's not like Barcelona don't want him gone. Barcelona are now going to be like, yeah, you just offer what we kind of want, and it's good. He's all yours. Back to Frost Fury. Oh, blanket heck. It's a big chat. Thank you all. Let's jump back. Oh, blanket heck. So, yeah, that was. Is that the most recent thing we've had? He reposted this. Take that as you will. I don't know if that means anything. He retired from international team, which isn't really that important for the actual story, but I don't know, maybe that solidifies the likeliness. Now then, let's jump over to basically the number 2 for stories and football news. I'm following him, that's good. Boom. 5 hours ago, similar time to Fabrizio's one. Ilkay Gundogan exploring options, and on his Instagram it specifically said he's got he was looking to the Premier League, and looking to the Premier League is important because I think I actually remember Gundogan saying that he won't ever go to a club that isn't in the Premier League that isn't Man City. I think I remember him saying that. Maybe I'm making it up in my head. I'm sure someone out there can convince me otherwise. Most journalists are saying it's a free transfer. Hey, I take that. If I swear, oh my lord, if he joins Arsenal, man, what a way to damage what a way to just put a dagger through our hearts. Well, he did in an interview saying Pep really wants him. I mean, it makes sense. Pep never wanted to let him go, and he really wanted him to stay, from what we know. So, other than that, though, Fabrizio isn't. David Ornstein doesn't post as frequently as Fabrizio. Still relatively frequently, but not like super. Let's see if we can. Oh, not Sam Less, Sam Lee. Here we go. Sam Lee. He has been on this a little bit as well, to my knowledge. Where does it all begin? He's done a few posts on this. Okay. Yeah, he's just talking about yesterday's game, probably. City are interested in bringing back Gundogan. I think this is like actually where it officially came from, by the way. Where it actually like started sprouting from the rumours to leave. And then scroll up a bit, and the same thing, basically. Gundogan's possible return to City seems like a no-brainer to me. It's just kind of him having his opinion, isn't it? And now then, this is obviously what MCFR referred to earlier. You know what's interesting? Martin said on his stream last night that I fight from Barcelona to he was ahead of this one guy. Man, thinking heck. I'm really glad the board is admitting their mistakes. Hey, something needs to happen. We've literally been saying it all summer. Okay, I'm not gonna act, and you know, I'm not gonna act like I'm a what is the word? Like a psychic, thinking we need to sign more. Because I'm not. Everyone knew this apart from City's board. We needed to sign more this summer than Savinho. Don't get me wrong, Savinho, what a player. Huge addition to the squad because no one wanted him to even leave. Last summer, Kovacic, let's not get it twisted, Kovacic wasn't a Gundogan replacement last summer. Fabrizio came out of that. He was simply an addition to the squad. Gundogan was signed. Kovacic was signed before we lost Gundogan. Like he was like on the verge of leaving, but that signing was already happening with or without him staying. You know, Everyday Connect, I've come in here and I've ranted, why didn't we give Walker 2 years? I know. It was I don't know why we were so willing to jump at the opportunity to give Walker a 2-year, 3-year deal. I can't remember what it was. But then we can't give Gundo a 2-year at the minimum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we gave him an extension for an additional 2 years, which put a 32-year-old in like a 3-year contract. Isn't he 34 now? He's getting on, Kyle Walker. And to be fair, so is Gundo. Okay, but I think we'll deal with it well. But look, this is huge. This is huge, okay, because it means that we're not just bringing in Gundogan. We're bringing in 2 players now between now and the end of the window. Look, I would take Gundogan and a striker. Okay, I'd take that and I'd leave happily. But if we can get all of this, and then I leave happier. I leave much happier if we can get all of that additional to Gundogan. But if we can get at least one of them in, specifically this, I think this is really important because if Haaland gets injured, it means we have to start playing false 9 again, and it means we need 2 styles of football to be basically trained into the squad. I know a lot of them already know it, but a lot of them don't because they weren't here for it. Doku, Haaland doesn't need to know it. Doku, Savinho, Kova, and stuff like that. They don't quite know the system as well as everyone else. Now I'm going to go to Real Tony's head here. Remember when Connect Nutmeg to Papa Connect and then got grounded? Oh, I have nutmegged my dad before, in fairness. Okay, where are we scrolling to? This would be nice. I mean, it does make sense. He's not wrong, is he? Where does it all begin from Gundogan? This is just kind of him saying how he knows how good Gundogan is going to be. Everyone does. So it begins. Let's have a look at Barca have told Cancelo that Barca have told Cancelo they want. Barca have told City that they want Cancelo and have reminded us. I mean, it does seem a bit of a no-brainer at that point. Gundogan reportedly earns 180k a week at Barca, roughly the same amount as Cancelo does. Barca claim they can't afford to keep Gundogan, so something will have to happen. City quoted Barca 23.5 mil. I think 23.5 mil for Gundogan is kind of crazy. Look, don't get me wrong, it's pennies for us, because I genuinely believe that's how much money we have just ready to go. All the plastic fans have been revealed to the ones that don't want Gundogan. Look, if you don't want Gundogan, it's crazy. I don't see why you wouldn't want Gundogan. It feels like a no-brainer. It's a guarantee just doing the business kind of player. Everyone knows Gundogan would work because it's not like Gundogan is walking into a team he doesn't know. Gundogan knows this squad. He knows the majority of this team. He knows how, and I bet you he would adapt to the tweaks that have happened in our style of play like that. He is that good. He's genuinely just such an intelligent footballer. It'd be a silly one to not get him on. Now he's turning 34 this year, but genuinely that's fine. I'm looking at transfer market now just to see how much we paid for him. Because I'm curious. We paid 27 for Gundogan. If we got him for 24. How many views? I think a lot of it. Your graphics are class, by the way. How many views? I think a lot of people. I'll have a look now. 23. It's not too bad for a minute. For a stream has been 24-ish minutes. So, that's fine. That's fine on me. Any other sources we can really look at? I'll look at City Extra in a minute because I'm sure they've done their own timeline on this, which compiles all the information together, all the interesting stuff. But look, this is just such great news, man. It's so great, and if you don't agree, how? This is important. This is important. In fairness, I don't think he's not wrong. But I feel like Gundogan. I feel like Gundogan should know that if he comes back into this team, he's not a guaranteed starter. I think he's smart enough to know that, and I think he knows that he will have to play a role in this team, as opposed to you're that guy. There were even moments, to be fair, where he wasn't always starting for City. This is important, knowing that Pepper's got the full support of this. Well, almost full support. Seriously considering the possibility, but look, the money shouldn't be an issue. The money really shouldn't be an issue. I mean, this is interesting, isn't it? He's got a proper way to do it now. If not on the pitch next season, it probably will be that at this rate. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Just makes sense. Now then, look. Don't worry, this isn't my goodbye voice. I'm not leaving yet. What we got? Mr. April to May. I mean, that's where he was best. April to May. This guy was a crunch time player. It's where he used to get a lot of his goal contributions, which I have no problem with. But look, now this isn't like the end screen. I want to talk about the captaincy and where that's gonna be now. We all know Kyle Walker's current captain, whether you like it or not, he is. But we all know that Ilkay Gundogan was the captain before him that brought City to a treble, didn't he? So I feel like the signing. Remember that 2021 January run? Yeah, that was great. That was great. The 2021 January run, beautiful. When he sat that Spurs player down, oh my lord, it was great. 2 goals versus Liverpool as well in February. Oh, he was so good, man. Crunch time, he's just there. I don't like it, says Ross Ferry. Don't like what? Let me know. This is all opinion. I'm more than curious to hear it. But the captaincy, look, Kyle Walker. I feel like, look, who do I think should be captain? I've always said that Walker captaincy. Yeah. Look, I've never been a huge fan of Kyle Walker being captain either. And I don't think he should be with the way he speaks in interviews and even with the controversy around him. I'm not going to get into that. This isn't the stream for it. But look, there has to be. I feel like a City player would probably speak to him about it, to be honest. Not about him being the captain right now, but if Gundogan comes back. Because, like, you've got to be honest, okay? City fans don't like that you're the captain anyway. A lot of them don't. Some of them, look, we're a big fan base. I imagine there are some that are fine with it. But a lot of City fans don't like it. Okay, they disagree with it being him. I've always said it should be Ruben Diaz. He's a leader on that pitch, personally. That's how I've always felt about it, even when Gundo was at the club. But Gundo, Glimpse, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Gundo, he won a treble with us. Then he is forever, whether he comes back or not, he is forever stamped into the history of the club. Always. Like, that will never change. And his goals, it's not like he was a passenger doing that. 2 goals in the FA Cup final. The quickest goal in FA Cup final history. It could even be the quickest goal in FA Cup history. And probably one of the best, to be honest. You know, it's a cracking goal for 13 seconds in the game as well. That volley is unreal. It's a beauty of a finish from Captain Ilkay Gundogan. And, I mean, that would be mental. And he would get, the amount of clapping he would get is mental, honestly. But, the Gundo would, like, think about him in crunch time. That's where Gundo is at his best, in my opinion. You know, like, and look, that's another reason why I see him as a captain. A captain is there in the biggest moments, always there in the biggest moments. Okay, look, I don't like talking about it, but I don't know tons about it. But Roy Keane from Man United. Juventus were going in on goal back in a certain year, and he absolutely decked the player. Okay, that's the kind of thing you want your captain to do. Gundogan isn't going to go and deck a player, but he will turn up when you need him most. Everton has got 2 goals and an assist, an absolute peach of a free kick, and even his other goal was brilliant. You know, the touch is crazy, and then how he just flicks it into the back of the net, and the assist for Haaland as well. 2 goals against Leeds. Look, shouldn't have taken the penalty, but we got the 3 points and he got the 2 goals. Very nice goals too. Very similar as well, if memory serves. Again, another big moment. And 2 goals in the FA Cup final. This guy is always there. Started in the Champions League final as well for us. And he was good in that as well. Did he get the goal? No, but he didn't need to. He was brilliant. Look, I can't ask for anything more from Ilkay Gundogan from what he's done for this club. So there isn't anything that could really taint his legacy at this club unless he went to, like, Arsenal. I think that this move is screaming to happen. It looks so likely to happen. And I'm ready for it to happen. I'm so ready for it. The thumbnail is basically there. It's not even funny. I just want him already. He's happy to return to City according to Sam Lee. Pep wants him. Barcelona wants him out. The dots are connecting. The only thing that could put this off is the money from Saudi. Also on KDB. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Gundogan is the type of player that will just turn up when you need him. It's not even just the final months. When you actually need him to. I'm going to have to do a collapse thumbnail too. Just in case. Don't make me do those. Connecting. See, Frost knew what I did. I did it unintentionally. But yeah, Frost knows. But look, guys. Look. I'm buzzing about this. And as are you. Whether he gets the captaincy or not, I just want to see him in blue again. Our blue. Thank you all for the support. This could be one of the greatest transfers ever. And a transfer that I think every single City fan would smile about. And I'll tell you now, if he does join City, I'll get his shirt. I'll get his name on the back of the shirt. I should have gotten one whilst he was at City before. And if he joins, I have a second chance. Thank you all. Oh my lord, that was crazy. That was crazy. But this isn't like that. This is like if Gundo was going to Barca and it was going to United and then we had to button. That's essentially what happened to us. Ronaldo's going to join us, but United had to butt in. All right. Gundo's coming to Man City. That seems to be the bottom line. And it feels so weird to talk about that. It feels like the thing that I would dream about back when we lost him. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'm happy about this, and I believe you are too. And the moment Here We Go comes, that stream is going up. See you later, guys.